Hi, I'm Loli, and I'm so glad you are here. For the first wreath, I'm going to be using this wood round that I got from a garage sale for $3. The first thing that I did was take some heat up that vinyl that was on top of it, and scrape it off using my scraper tool. The vinyl left some sticky residue, so I'm going to use a sanding block, some glue gun, and a scraper. The sanding block wasn't removing most of the residue, so I added some glue gun to it, and I kept scraping it over it with my scraper and using the sanding block, alternated between the two until it was completely removed. Once the surface dried, I gave 3 coats of paint using my Rust-Oleum linen white chalk paint. And make sure that the surface was even and smooth, and I'm going to put it to dry. In the meantime, I'm going to take one of these words that I got during the Easter season at Dollar Tree. I'm going to use the word welcome. I took some Mod Podge and I'm going to give it a full coat of Mod Podge using a paintbrush. I do this so the paint that I'm going to use after this step will not scratch off. And now that the Mod Podge is dry, I'm going to use some of this Folk Art Rich Black paint and give it 2 coats. Once that was done and dry, I'm going to come back in with the Mod Podge one more time and give it another coat over it to protect the finish as well and also prevent scratching. And of course, I dried it with my heat gun. Then I took the wood round and I'm going to use the Mod Podge multi that I got from Plaid, and I'm going to give it a full coat using that. This product can be used to protect surfaces that you're planning to use indoor or outdoors. Now it's time to embellish it. I'm going to use this burlap fabric that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to just measure up exactly how much I need to cover that little third of the wood round. Once I know exactly how much I need, I'm going to go ahead and cut off that section. Then I'm going to place it right there, and I'm going to use hot glue to glue this on. But first I wanted to fray the edges a little bit just to make it look a bit more rustic. Now it's time to attach it to the wood round. So I'm just adding hot glue on the edges of the wood round and pressing the fabric down, and I'm allowing some of that hot glue to seep through the small holes of the burlap. And I kept doing that until I got to the other side of the fabric. Just making sure that my fabric was nice and straight at the top, so I had a nice straight and seamless line. Once I was done attaching the front, I'm going to cut off any excess from the back, but I'm leaving a little piece that is big enough to slap over the back side of the wood round. And I'm just adding some hot glue to the bottom. I'm cutting some slits so everything will be nice and straight and I don't have any bulging on the edges. Once I had that nice and cut, I'm going to take my finger protector, add some hot glue to the board, and press down that fabric down on here. Make sure to use protection because that hot glue seeps through the holes of the burlap very easily and you can get a nasty burn. Friends, if you enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. So when I was doing this, I decided to put this board over this little sticky peg things there that you see, and it really ruined my finish. So I ended up sanding it down completely and then giving it another coat of paint one more time. And at this point, I thought it was a happy mistake because I ended up leaving it a bit distressed. Then I'm going to take some of these red tulips that I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use one pick and I'm going to cut them into shorter stems as you see right there. And I'm going to tuck them into the burlap fabric. I'm trying to keep it in a pattern of one higher than the other just to have it nice and symmetrical, and I want those leaves also to stand out in the background. Finally, I was happy with the placement. Then I'm going to take some of this, I don't know, it's like a fern kind of thing, but it hangs from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to cut a couple individual pieces off of the larger pick, and I'm going to adjust it onto the fabric as you see right there, trying to make it look like it's flowing down pretty naturally. And I'm tucking some pieces behind my tulips as well to add some greenery and some more texture in between the flowers as well. My friend, I want to take a quick moment to say thank you for clicking on my video and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it. And look how cute we're looking so far. But we're not done yet. You're not ready, right? There comes the welcome sign. I'm going to attach it right on top of my burlap fabric right there using some hot glue. Now it is time for a bow. So I'm going to use a combination of this polka dotted ribbon from Dollar Tree. And here I'm going to just crisscross it on top of each other, exposing the printed side. And then I'm going to just place my scissors over it to hold it in place because I'm not done with this bow yet. I'm going to do it to be double layered. So I'm going to use this other burlap polka dotted ribbon that I got from Dollar Tree as well. And I thought it matched very nicely with the fabric that I used in the bottom. So I decided to create a double loop bow for this one. So what I did, I just looped it in opposite directions 2 times until I ended up with 2 tails and 2 loops on each side. Once I was done with the second bow, I'm going to take the first bow that I made and I'm going to put it over this one. And then I tied it with a piece of jute cord in the middle. But before tying it tightly, I fluffed up the bow to make sure that everything was nice and symmetrical. My friend, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And while you're there, make sure that you hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you each time that I upload a new video. All these things are free and they mean the world to me. Alright, so now we're going to just cut off the excess jute cord from the back of the bow. And we are going to dovetail the ends as well. Then fluff, 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 fluff. We are going to cover up the jute cord with another piece of that polka dotted ribbon and fasten it in the back using a bit of hot glue. We add some hot glue to the back of the bow and add it to the top of the wood round. And this is complete. Let me know what you think. My friend, today's video is part of the Wood Round or Wreath Wednesdays, and it is hosted monthly by Aurea, by DIY with Aurea, and myself, Loli from Loli's Creations. The links to our channels and to the playlist will be linked in the description box below and also put in the comments. Make sure to head on over to the channels and to the playlist and show everyone some love. All right, let's head on over to the next inspiration. For this one, I'm going to use this wood round that I got from another garage sale. I got it for $2. I'm going to clean it very well using a cleaner wipe from the Dollar Tree. Then I'm going to take some of these boxwood from Dollar Tree as well. I'm going to use 2 picks. I'm going to go ahead and remove the tags and put them into the wreath form just by shoving them in between. This wreath form is very tight, so it holds it in place without any need for any hot glue. Plus, that makes it easier for us to go ahead and change it out. And now I'm taking some of this lamb's ear that also came from Dollar Tree, and I'm removing the tag, and also I'm going to position them just a little bit lower than the boxwood. And I'm going to go ahead and just put them through the pieces of wicker, as you see right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and fluff things around, trying to make sure that they are nicely shaped with the wreath and that the leaves are nicely symmetrical one side to the other. Once I'm done with the greenery, I'm going to take some of these radunculus, they're called, from Dollar Tree, and they have 2 slight colors. They're both pink, but one is a little bit lighter than the other. So I'm going to separate them into individual pieces. So I remove that tag, and I'm going to cut this a little bit, not too long, so I'm able to stick it on here. And again, no need for hot glue. The wicker is tight enough to hold this in place. And I'm going to put one of the same color on opposite sides of the greenery, as you see there. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other colors. I'm concentrating and putting the bigger ones at the edges, and the smaller ones will be in the center. Look how hard it was for me to get that in between those wicker pieces. So this is awesome. I love this wreath. It was really a great find. And now it's time to add the smaller ones. So I have one smaller flower left from each of the picks. So I'm going to add them to the middle, put in the one that is lighter in between the two that are darker, and the one that is darker in between the two that are lighter. For the finishing touch, I'm going to use one of these home signs that I got from Dollar Tree. I love it just the way that it is. I'm just going to go ahead and remove that tag and remove the little hanger that comes in the back of it as well. And I'm going to just position it right there onto my wreath. And in order to adhere it, I'm going to use a small amount of hot glue on here. You can easily use some zip ties or maybe glue some pipe cleaners to the back and tie it that way. But I just wanted to do this for video purpose. Let me know what you think. I want to take a quick moment to say thank you to my subscribers for subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing. All these things help me tremendously. They help my channel grow, and I appreciate you very much for them. And if you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and subscribe and join the Loli D's Creations family. It is free and it means the world to me. And here we go with the final reveal. My friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed, be a blessing, and craft responsibly. And if you would like to follow me on social media, here are my social media links. And don't forget to visit my friends in the playlist. If you would like to watch some more of my videos, here's a suggestion, and you are more than welcome to binge away with this playlist as well. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You're amazing. Bye.